Strengths. High product quality increases brand loyalty and improves Uber Elevate performance in a competitive market. Workplace diversity can also act as a major business strength, particularly when the organization intends to operate in an international market. The organization owns different intellectual property rights that can make the product offering unique and exclusive, making it difficult for competitors to imitate. And lastly, Uber Elevate goal is to reduce customer commute time. This will avoid customers held in traffic. Weaknesses. High turnover of employees at lower levels is a concern for Uber Elevate. It can lead to higher salaries to maintain the talent within the firm. There's also a huge scope for improvement in inventory management. Also, the organization can draw the criticism from environmentalists for its poor waste management practices and inability to integrate sustainability in business operations. Opportunities. Growing market size and evolving preferences of consumers. Uber Elevate 2 big opportunities is how to maintain loyal customers and how to cater to new customers. Furthermore, globalization has led to opportunities in the international market. Uber Elevate is in a prime position to tap on those opportunities and grow the market share. The emergence of e-commerce and social media marketing as a trend can also be a great opportunity for Uber Elevate. It can ensure a strong online presence on different social networking sites. Threats. The increasing number of direct and indirect competitors affects the organization's ability to sustain and expand the customer base. The rise of inflation increases the cost of production and affects the business profitability. Shortage of skilled labor in the market can be difficult for the organization to attract talent with the right set of skills.
Political factors include future regulation for VTOL air traffic as well as regulations over non-electronic VTOL carbon and noise pollution. One environmental factor to consider are Uber Elevate's ability to add or adapt infrastructure for their vertipods without any major disruptions to current urban infrastructure or surrounding nature. Socially, Uber Elevate will be able to leverage the Uber brand name known for accessible, quick, and reliable transportation. However, according to a study conducted by Deloitte, 80% of consumers believe that an eVTOL will not be safe and consumers may continue to rely on conventional methods of transportation. Uber Elevate must also be able to consider the competitiveness in the technological space for eVTOL, where several companies such as Airbus, SpaceX, and Rolls-Royce have already developed or produced working eVTOL aircraft for similar commercial purpose as Uber Elevate intends to produce. Legal factors to consider are Uber Elevate's ability to comply with FAA regulations for aircraft construction and operation, as well as their ability to source credible VTOL pilots certified to operate their aircraft for commercial purposes. Lastly, a brief economic overlook of the VTOL industry shows a value of $235 billion USD by 2030, meaning Uber Elevate will be able to contribute significantly to the aerospace sector.
Uber already has a massive customer base made up of people from all demographics. The majority of these people will be happy to use Uber Elevate to get quicker trip times, given that it's priced similarly to the regular car service. Uber Elevate will also gain new customers who will happily pay money to avoid sitting in traffic. The biggest problem that Uber Elevate solves is helping reduce wait times in traffic. Millions of hours each day are wasted by people commuting around major cities. There's a huge market of people who would be happy to pay a fee to skip traffic. This would in turn increase productivity, which is a major benefit to society as a whole.
Today we are going to be comparing and contrasting Uber Elevate and the Boring Company's Hyperloop. When comparing these two innovative methods of transportation, there are clear pros and cons to both options. When comparing environmentalism and cost, the pros and cons between eVTOL and Hyperloop seem to equate. For accessibility, the consumer comfort and safety associated with the Hyperloop would outweigh the comfort associated with the eVTOL. When looking at efficiency, there are still many unknowns with the eVTOL in terms of speed and how air traffic control may impact journey, speed, frequency, and overall experience. Alternatively, the underground nature of the Hyperloop has been proven in other transportation forms such as subway systems and bullet trains. Lastly, in terms of long-term forecasting, the Hyperloop is closer to being implemented than the eVTOL and seems to be and have less barriers to completion in terms of regulation and laws. Although the Uber eVTOL may be superior in the future when it is established in a large-scale market, the Hyperloop seems to be the best solution for today's transportation market.
According to the case, initial costs will be estimated to be significant, which is reasonable considering everything is new with a lot of expenses, especially using newer technology. Near-term costs will be expensive, which means the company will slowly start to break even, and lastly, the long-term costs will be advantageous, therefore making a profit eventually. Since there is not enough information provided in the case, as we do not know how much they will be charging an individual to ride an eVTOL aircraft and how much profit they will be making, therefore, we cannot calculate the break-even cost per hour. In the case, however, it says if you're not planting the seeds for 5 to 10 years out, you will have no company in 5 to 10 years. All startup companies take time. Therefore, we believe Uber Elevate will be profitable in the long run. We believe that Uber Elevate can be successful as it's very beneficial to future customers, cutting their commute time. However, Uber alone private stock was reduced by 15% and its overall value by $10 million US because of scandals that include sexual harassment claims, intellectual property theft, upper management resignations, and illegal software-related activity. If Uber Elevate wants to become the next big thing, it needs to make sure that this does not happen again. It needs to provide very skilled and talented workers who are responsible and will do nothing to harm the company. There are various safety concerns surrounding this new project, such as pilot error, loss of situational awareness, engine failure, weather conditions, battery failure, landing errors, and furthermore. If they take the time to plan every aspect and detail, providing well-skilled pilots as well as high quality of their products, they can and will be successful, as people will be able to trust Uber Elevate.